Hop in, guys. We're going spear fishing.
Then I do it 2 times. And let's see if Dad can do it.
What do you think Dad's gonna hurt himself?
Yes.
Oh.
Jump off! Jump off!
It's too.
Dad, you're shaking the ground!
It's too shallow. Jeez. Oh, those are cranberries.
And the black one.
Those green ones, I think those are cherries actually. Those green ones are fresh, not ripe cherries, but
I like the water, guys.
those green ones are cherries you got off this cherry tree. He's digging the cranberries out of there. Digging the cranberries out of there?
Yeah.
look at that, Parker.
Oh! Watch!
That's a good little one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
On him, on his head.
The weeds on his head, huh? Little tiny ice fishing jig. Hi guys, we got a mixed bag of fish here. We're gonna get these cleaned up. We got a couple of rock bass. This is a rock bass. I've actually never eaten a rock bass, so I'm curious to try it. And then we have a few bluegills as well. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to clean these, and we're going to clean them a little different than how I typically clean them. So I'm going to first just cut the head, get the head off, and then take down the back here, and cut this spine off the back. Back and the upper dorsal fin off. I'm going to cut this lower dorsal fin off. I'm just going to come straight down. I'm going to take the guts out. Now we're going to be left with that. I'm going to cut the tail off too, just for more appealing look. Doesn't really matter if it's there or not, but. And then we'll run the knife backwards on the scales.
Scales off.
Take the scales off. We'll rinse that. We're about ready to start cooking. Then we're just going to make a tent and put them kind of close to the fire so they get, maybe 80, 90 degrees, and just kind of speed up the rising process here. So we're going to cook those in some tin foil in the coals and let those sit for a while. You want a raw carrot? There you go. Two raw carrots, okay. You want a raw carrot, Eve? And we have some homemade maple syrup. And we're just going to put a little bit of maple syrup in there, and we're going to wrap these up and put them in the coals and kind of cook them low and slow for a while here. For now, we're going to have to adjust this a little later as the fire burns, but we're just going to start it right over here. That's about 350. 3 seconds, 350. So we're putting those carrots in around 350 there. Yeah, that's getting perfect. Oh yeah.
How do you tell when those are done?
It's looking good.
This bun is perfect, and also this fish is delicious.
Good.
Perfect.
You guys are liking it?
Mm-hmm.
These candied carrots are amazing. Recap on the meal, guys. The bluegills were good. The rock bass definitely tasted fishy.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever had rock bass. And next time, probably we're gonna just do bluegills, I would imagine. The candied carrots, amazing. The kale was good. And as you can see, the fresh buns are gone, and those were really good as well.
The buns are amazing.
Eve really loves buns. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. We're going to do a quick recap on some of the gear that we used and kind of how we do this. It's kind of a unique thing to do with freshwater spearfishing. Not a lot of people do it. Not a lot of people even know about it. So we're in Wisconsin here, and you want to check your local regulations. Every state seems to have kind of some different stipulations on how you can do it, when, where. So check your local regulations. In Wisconsin, you can do it in most of the state. There's a few counties that don't allow it, so you definitely want to check where you're at, check your local regulations, and you want to check there's certain bodies of water that don't allow it, things like that. The spear that we use is absolutely nothing fancy. It's a spear that we got off Amazon. It's 3 pieces. It separates into 3 pieces. It's got the surgical tubing rubber band, and it's just a spring-loaded spear. This is what the head looks like, and it's got these little rubber caps to kind of protect you more so when it's not in use. And this one we've had to sharpen a little bit. If you hit rocks with it, it does deform the tips, but it seems to work really well. It's sharpened right back up. We are pretty impressed with these. I wasn't quite sure how they would be. You know, you can buy some really expensive spears. These are some of the cheaper ones, and for what we do, I mean, I think if we're spearing, you know, a 40-pound fish, maybe we'd upgrade to something different. But for what we do, freshwater spearfishing, we just don't really run across that. So these work great, and we're gonna have a link in the description for some of this equipment. Another thing that we got that's very, very helpful once you spear the fish, either you gotta run all the way back to the boat and have someone help you throw it in the boat, or you can have a stringer like this. This we also got off Amazon. It's just a basic fish stringer. You clip it around your waistband, and you unhook this, you slide the fish down through their gills, and it actually works really well. So something that definitely I would recommend. We don't have anything fancy for goggles. These are some old goggles that we've actually just had for forever. I don't have contacts. If you got contacts, obviously that works best, because you can't obviously fit glasses past the side. So what I did, I made a custom pair of glasses that I just slip into my mask. I just clip the ends off. These are just a cheap pair of glasses, probably a $25 pair of glasses that are prescription. And that way I can see, I just slip them in there. And it actually works quite well. So the other thing that's important, you gotta kind of plan ahead when you do this and what you're gonna do with the fish. Because obviously the fish probably aren't gonna live after you spear them. So we always bring ice. We'll bring ice in either a cooler or we'll fill up the live well with ice. Just you want to have a plan what to do with the fish so the fish don't get wasted. And the last thing I want to mention is some people might think, and this is what I thought originally, I'm like, man, this is gonna be so easy. You know, it's kind of an unfair advantage or something like that going on there and spearing all these fish. It is not as easy as it looks. The fish typically spook, even like the bluegills and stuff are probably the easiest ones to spear, and even those spook pretty easy. You know, you can get close to some of them. Sometimes they come up right to the spear, but it's still not easy. There's a lot of footage where we miss, we spook them, we can't see them, that you guys don't see. So it's definitely not easy. It's definitely, I mean, I could probably catch twice as many fish with a hook and line than I could with the spears. So guys, I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this type of thing, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully we'll see you next time.